Hello, and welcome back to yet another episode of When She No Longer Wants to Cook for You. Here's what you do. I'm Moore. You know who I am. And today we're actually in New Jersey. Yes, Jersey. I know I'm always in the Bronx, but we took it to Jersey. My man Alex. Alex, welcome to the show, man.
Good to see you.
I could say we just met, but we didn't just meet. You know, we kind of,
colleagues.
Yeah, exactly. I spoke to him about the show, and he's decided to do it. Bless my camera, and so we're here. Alex, what are you making for us today?
I'm making my famous mussels and meat sauce.
Whoa. Okay.
That I learned how to make when I was in halfway.
Okay. so why is it famous though?
Because everybody likes it. I mean, so far I haven't had any complaints, and I've had people say they just want me to pour the sauce down their throat. That's how good it is.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Listen, when she only wants to cook for you, Alex today, New Jersey, is going to show us what you do. Really fun guy. We're going to do this differently today because I'm going to be interacting with him off camera. So it's going to be super fun. So if you hear us cracking jokes and acting a fool, come on in with us, all right? People, we'll be right back. You ready?
Howdy folks, this is Alex B, cooking it up with Marcus here, chopping it up actually. I'm just chopping up onions, just getting my sofrito ready. This is the base that we're going to use to flavor the meats. So I'm just, like I said, chopping up some onions, trying not to cry.
When I walked in here, I could smell that you were ready to go. You had the onions out and everything.
Yeah, that might have been me. I'm not sure.
There you go. Okay.
I kid. I haven't done anything today to break a sweat, so. So yeah, I like onions, a lot of onions. Like this is gonna feed me for the next week or so. So nice. It's a half an onion may seem like a lot, but it's really not. Okay. They shrink in the pan.
Any garlic involved in this, or?
There is. I'll show you what I do with the garlic in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Garlic is actually a really important part of this. So. Since you talked about the garlic, let's get this out. So what I do with the garlic is fun. I basically just cut the top off of it, put it on a pan, and then I roast it at 375 for about a half hour. And it comes out of there like toothpaste.
Gotcha. So
it's actually, I mean, I used to chop up the garlic, but for some reason, this just tastes better.
Garlic is always needed.
Yeah, definitely. I remember my kid's mom, my ex, was Italian, and so she used a lot of garlic. And I used to have a boss that hated garlic, I guess. And I would get to work, and he'd jump in the truck with me, and he'd be like, "Garlic again?"
Really? Really?
I'm like my woman's Italian. What do you expect? Like, so yeah, my kid's half Italian, so garlic is a big thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna stick that in there. It's 4:52. I'll start looking back at it in about 15-20 minutes. See how it's going. Back to chopping.
So where are you originally from, Alex?
I'm originally from Secaucus. I'm from Jersey. Yeah, I was born in Jersey, raised in Miami. My parents are Colombian, Ecuadorian.
Nice. Okay.
Two countries that aren't particularly known for liking each other. So it's quite the mix. It's quite the mix. Yeah. They met here and. They came.
How long have you been cooking?
Probably since I was in my 20s, I would say. I definitely didn't grow up cooking when I was in my teens. I was too lazy for that.
Gotcha.
And I had, and I thank God I still have her. I had a great mother that cooked for me, and I didn't need to cook. So, but yeah, once I got into my 20s, I started cooking for myself. And actually, after I started dating my kid's mother,
Okay.
I started cooking with her a lot more. She taught me a lot of stuff. What's up, Maria? Shout out to baby mama.
Okay, then we all got one.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. My father used to like to cook. My father actually cooked better than my mom.
Really?
But my mom could throw it down. My dad was just, this was his hobby, you know. He had he had the waistline to prove it to.
I hear that. What meal did your dad make that like everybody like? What was your favorite?
My favorite meal. My
had?
dad used to make a lot of stuff.
You got pick two for me.
I liked his. He used to call it his chop suey, right?
Okay.
So he used to make just like he had a wok that he knew he had the skills. He had all that going down. But then he would also make empanadas from scratch. And when I mean from scratch, he had this machine that he would a grinder that he would attach to the counter, and he would take the corn and grind his own corn to make the not the flour but the like the bread or whatever it is, to make that. So yeah, he was really good in the kitchen.
Nice.
So was my uncle on his side of the family, and those onions are mad fresh, man. They're making me tear up.
I hear that. Wow.
Thank you, Walmart. So yeah, my mom's a good cook too. She cooks a lot of stuff. She's from Ecuador, so she cooks a lot of Ecuadorian dishes, and they're not too famous for their cooking because they have a lot of there's a lot of stuff that a lot of people probably wouldn't eat. We all have our own. Every nationality has a way to not get rid of all the meat on a cow, because everybody grew up poor,
Definitely.
So damn, hold on a second.
Okay.
I'm tearing up here. I'm talking about my mom. No, I'm just kidding. She's good. I just saw her today. All right. So yeah, I like chopping stuff up like pretty fine, so that it kind of melts in the pan.
Yeah.
Plus, for some reason, it's therapeutic. Get out your aggressions on a vegetable.
I hear that. Just keep cutting away.
Just keep cutting away. Yeah.
It's funny, you haven't even cooked yet, and just you chopping it up. It's releasing the aromas of.
Yeah, man, vegetables are our friends. Not that I'm a health conscious person. I really should be. I'm approaching 50.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll see how far I can push. I went to the doctor's not too long ago, and he said my cholesterol was a little high, but we're okay. So I put my foot on the pedal a little more.
Okay.
I want to see what it takes for him to say we're not okay. See what my threshold is.
Dangerously.
Yeah, man. Look, that's the story of my life, man. The story of my life. Like I said, I learned to make this in a halfway house.
Okay.
Where I was getting clean. One of the times I was getting clean.
Okay.
And the guy seemed to like it.
I hear that.
So I just chopped off a piece of my glove.
Okay.
That's all right. So yeah.
What else? And usually these questions I ask at the end of the show, but we're gonna talk now. So what else is like one of your like favorite meals to make?
I like making. The thing of it is like I learned how to make a lot of Italian stuff, but I put Spanish flavor on it.
Got you.
Because my ex taught me how to make chicken Alfredo, but I marinate the chicken in Mojo, and then I grill it, and it comes out a lot better than just with a bland chicken. No, I'm not trying to knock the Italians, but the Mojo's where it's at,
Yeah, no, I get that.
You gotta. It just tastes a lot better.
Yeah.
And ever since I started making stuff like that, whenever I go out, it's very rare that I order that dish because I know that I'm going to be disappointed because they didn't marinate it in Mojo. So
Definitely understand.
What else do I make? You know what? I really don't cook too often anymore.
Okay. Okay, so like,
I forget what I I forget what I learned how to make.
was there any special dishes that like your daughter loved for you to make?
This is one of them. She likes this. Chicken Alfredo that I make.
Okay.
She likes. You know, just a normal American breakfast.
Yeah.
What else do I make? I make a pretty mean. You know what I make that's pretty cool?
What's that?
You know what? This is one of her favorite dishes. I make a brown stew chicken.
Really?
Yes, yes. I grew up with a Belizean family. That was my best friend's family.
Okay.
And so I picked up some tips, I guess, from his mom, but not because I learned how to cook it at that age, but just because I remember just from being at his house all the time. And so, you know, I remember like once I was sitting around, I was like, I want to make a brown stew chicken, and I started doing it from memory. And every time I did it, I got better and better. And of course, YouTube, you know.
Yeah.
There's all
YouTube is everybody's go-to.
yeah, and there's a.
You know.
And I go to like I check out the channels of the Jamaican ladies that are cooking in the backyard, like
Yeah.
like yeah, like I want to see that pot better look like it's older than me.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
So yeah, I do that, and yeah, so that's one of my daughter's favorite dishes: a brown stew chicken. I make beef stew. What else? Meatloaf. I make a pretty mean meatloaf.
Nice.
This is something I learned in halfway. Is I put eggs in the middle, like hard-boiled eggs in the middle of the meatloaf. It's pretty good. I like that little extra hidden gem that
Gotcha.
somebody taught me. It told me their mother used to do that. I was like, all right, let me try it. And so I do that. I can make lasagna. I really got to be in the mood. I got to feel inspired.
Got you.
I usually order out. That's why my knife's so sharp. I barely use it. I'm keeping Grubhub in business.
Oh, I hear that.
There's an episode of The Simpsons where there's a hot dog guy that always pops up wherever Homer Simpson is, and Marge is like, "Are you following my husband around?" And he goes, "Lady, he's putting my kids through college." That's how I'm doing with Grubhub and Uber Eats, man.
So you're on a first name basis with them.
Yeah, man. They know me well. They know me well.
My son, you know, he's in school now, but he was hopping on that Uber Eats and all that stuff. I'm like, let's just go get it, man. Like, what do you, Dad? Like, but it's, and then he was younger, so he was like, he didn't understand the concept of giving a tip. I'm like, dude, you got
yeah, you got a tip.
I mean, he understands now.
Yeah.
But dude, come on, like, you got a tip.
Yeah, these folks are working, you know.
Yeah.
I feel guilty opening the door. I mean, you gotta understand, when I say that I'm doing okay right now, when I say that I started doing all this in halfway, nobody wants to admit that they lived in a halfway. I really don't give, you know, I'm doing well.
Yeah.
So, I'm doing well because I busted.
But
But yeah, when I open the door, sometimes I feel bad because I've delivered pizzas. You know, I remember like after the stock market crash in '08, I used to drive a Tahoe. You know, V8 engine. Well, actually, it was a North Star, but it was an 8-cylinder. And that thing used to guzzle gas. I get like 17 miles to the gallon.
Really?
And I had nothing else to do because like I couldn't work. I lost my job, so I was delivering pizzas, and I wasn't even breaking even. I was like delivering pizzas just for something to do, just to pay for the gas to deliver pizzas.
Wow.
So I know what it's like to struggle, man. You know.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, that guy's roasting in there. Just leave him alone. All right, so we got the base ready. Time to grab the big pot. There it is. I got the, it is this As Seen on TV special.
All right, there we go.
Easy to clean. I don't know how to work my stove. There we go. Alright, I got, you know, normally I use the sunflower seed oil. I got the good stuff for you guys. The Carpelli unfiltered extra virgin olive oil.
Ooh. Hold that up to the camera for a second.
This is important. Olive oil is important.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't use corn oil anymore. They say it's bad for you, and I just found out that anything that's made from seeds is bad for you too.
Okay.
I don't know who to believe. I didn't plan on living this long, so.
There you go. It's so funny.
But I do know that it affects the flavor.
Okay.
Oh, it's actually, I thought I had a cork, but no. All right. Until it gets a little bit hotter. So what we're using today is a combination. I don't make my own sauce. I ain't, I'm not Italian. So I use Ragu and Prego because why not? Like they've been around for a long time.
The most popular brands out there.
They're yeah, exactly. They have just the right amount of sugar in them. I know people don't like to hear that, but it is what it is. This is not a healthy meal. This is a tasty meal. Okay, I did not say anything about health. So if you notice, I've put on a few pounds. So
It's all good.
I quit vaping, and I didn't know that nicotine actually. Nicotine speeds up your metabolism. So as soon as I quit vaping, from eating, I eat the same. I don't eat any more or any less. But yeah, the nicotine did it. I'm thinking about chewing Nicorette gum just to lose some weight, and exercising eventually, of course.
When you started smoking, how old were you when you started smoking?
That's a good story.
Well, we're here for it.
I started smoking when I was about 12, and the reason I started smoking. All right, this is getting too hot. The reason I started smoking is because I did a science experiment when I was 11 on how tobacco affects the lungs. And so the experiment consisted of taking 2 bottles of dishwashing liquid and filling them up with cotton. And one of them stayed white, that was your control, and the other one you had to suck a carton of cigarettes through with a vacuum cleaner. And that one, turned all nasty, just like the cigarette filter.
Yeah.
And so I kept a pack for myself because even though I was reading how horrible these carcinogens were, I wanted to smoke because it was cool. Like when you're a kid, you want to do everything that's on TV, and that's actually one of the worst things that I can say that happened to our generation, the Gen X generation, is that we wanted to do everything that we saw 70s and 80s, 60s, and funny thing is this generation is not doing the same. So I'm actually, it's actually really impressive. Let's see, these kids are actually behaving a lot smarter than we did. So, but yeah, I'm at the point where I won't even date someone that smokes.
No, I hear you.
Because I'll end up smoking again. So yeah, so this is your colorful base, and yeah, there's a lot there, but this is a chunky sauce.
Okay.
This is not, this sauce will probably clog your pipes and any other pipes. It's a hearty sauce, man. It's a hearty sauce. So that's what we're gonna get ready. So now we're gonna sweat them. You look so good. No, I'm just kidding. We're not sweating them like that. Another thing I'd like to add is a seasoning blend to this, which is made of all the dry stuff that everything that we just saw in there. This is just the dry version, I guess, and salt. So since there's so much salt in this, I try not to add any more salt.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I do douse it pretty heavily. And then when I use the Italian seasoning, I put a lot of that in there too. And it looks like it's going to go a long way. And it does. It gives it a really robust, hearty flavor, but it doesn't like make it taste bad. I could probably put all of this in there.
Gotcha.
And it's going to be good. So this is where.
What is one seasoning that you have to have in your cooking?
It's that one, the one I just put in here.
Right there?
Yeah, I mean, I used to use like the Spanish stuff. I still have adobo, like I still carry that stuff with me, but for some.
No sazon up there?
Yeah, of course,
Gotta have that. Yeah, come on now.
I'm Hispanic, of course. I mean, that'd be sacrilegious. If my mom didn't see that in there, she wouldn't know what to do with herself. But yeah, Morton's Nature Seasons.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so
That's your go-to.
that's my go-to. Yeah, this is yeah, it's oh, no MSG. There you go. That's what I was looking for. So no MSG. And yeah, man, we just stir this up a little bit.
Starting to get a smell on. It smells good.
Yeah, the neighbors are gonna be like, "Oh, he's cooking tonight."
There you go. There you go.
And we'll be right back. All right, we're back, and the vegetables have been sweating, and they're pretty much ready just to sit on a low heat. So just to reiterate, we chopped up a red pepper, a green pepper, half an onion, and we put them in the pot with some olive oil, put some nature seasoning on there, and then just let them sweat for like a good 20 minutes. Now I'm gonna check to see what's going on with my garlic. I'll take my knife and see how soft they've gotten. It's still gonna take some time. It takes a little time to get them to melt, but when they do, like I said, toothpaste. So
it's worth the wait, though.
It's definitely worth the wait. Yeah, definitely worth the wait. But I'm gonna have to just come back to this because we're not ready yet. So we'll be right back. All right, we're back, and I think I'm ready to take the garlic out of the oven. It smells pretty good. Try not to burn myself. If I look awkward, it's because I am. I'm a lefty, so I'm lefty in a righty world.
I kind of can smell it. I think I'm smelling it.
Yeah, you're definitely smelling the garlic. Let's see if this actually worked, because sometimes it might be too much, sometimes not enough.
Can you swap the pot over there so we can see it a little better?
Can I swap the pot?
Put it on that side?
Well, yeah, put it on that side because I'm going to use this.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm going to use this right now. So
we definitely want to see that garlic.
yeah, so this is a hot plate. I put the plate on top just to make sure that it kind of put a heat dome on top of it.
Gotcha.
So we're taking the garlic out of here, and now
nice.
I had my mom staying with me, and I don't know where anything's at. Me and my sisters take turns taking care of her. So here we go. So there it is. This is what your garlic should look like, right? And then you put it off on its side, and you will be taking like some of the garlic shell out of it, but I'm gonna take my knife and basically, so this is it right here. This is where the magic happens, and that I'm trying to yeah, that garlic turns into a paste.
Nice.
And when they say Goodfellas garlic melts, this is the only way it melts. Not with a razor.
Yeah, because
I've tried the razor technique.
And it doesn't work. And I was told it doesn't work.
So
it looked cool though.
Yeah. So I think it just needs to. So yeah, like I said, you might get a little bit of shells in here.
Okay.
You know, whatever the peel. I'll pick it out. That's why I'm wearing gloves, because
gotcha.
You know, there's stuff going on that you never know. So this is gonna go right into the sauce. Let me grab the so I might be overdoing it. I don't think I've done too close, but I don't know. You know, I don't think there's too much. I don't think there's anything that's too much garlic.
No.
Maybe before a date, possibly, but she's Italian. She probably won't give. So there it is. Yeah, and I think that's enough. Like, I got the point across. I definitely have enough to cook.
Okay.
We add that to the pot of sofrito, and I may be using that term wrong, but who knows? So that's in the pot now. Mix it up. That could just sit there and hang out. Everything's still hot, so it's melting away in there. And that's exactly what we want. That's gonna melt in the sauce. And that stuff is like glue. You can use it to stick stuff together. So, done with the garlic. And now, don't let that go. We'll just do it like this. Actually, should I? Give me a second. Yeah. I'm gonna do a separate pan. I've been doing this sauce for like since 2011 maybe, and I've been switching it up and trying new things ever since. Like
So you're not afraid to experiment and enhance it?
Nah, I do what my gut tells me. So so as far as that's how I got to this point, because everything I did with this sauce is just finding ingredients in the kitchen and putting them together, and I was like, all right, whatever, let's do this, and
Gotcha.
it got this good. So when it comes to cooking, I kind of just go by my gut.
Okay.
I'll start off with, oh, you know what I make that everybody loves?
What's that?
I make that Puerto Rican pernil.
Pernil.
Yeah, I make
now,
that.
my boy Levon, who I grew up with, he actually made it on the show.
Did he?
With the hard shell skin.
All right.
He did his thing with that.
I'll take the Pepsi challenge with his pernil.
he's serious with it.
It is. It's an art, man. It's an art. And sometimes I think about quitting eating pork, and then I'm like, I can't do that.
It's just too strong.
Well, it's
just it's just too much.
It's my family. Like my brother-in-law is like, you got to make the pernil. He'll have me bring it over for his mom's birthday. I guess that's everybody's favorite dish of mine, which I forgot because I only make it a couple of times a year.
Okay. I love when my boy Levon hit the knife and hit the skin.
Yeah.
And he made that hard sound.
Does he score it? Does he put the cuts in it?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that's the way you got to do it.
You know, he's got a Puerto Rican cookbook.
Because every when you score it, it cooks harder. It cooks better. If you keep it all together, it like the fat will make it chewy.
Yeah.
It'll make it rubbery.
No, he did his thing.
All right, so now what we're gonna do is I've got 1 pound of ground chuck and 1 pound of mild Italian ground sausage. Normally I buy the sausage and take it out of the casing, but for you guys we're doing it fancy.
Appreciate that.
No problem. So this is new. See, this is a new technique. And yeah, I'm just gonna take the entire pound of beef and throw it in there. And I'm not going to take the entire pound of sausage. I'm going to take about half a pound. And toss it in there. And seeing that as we go along, maybe I'll add a little more takeaways. I mean, add a little more sausage. Not take any out. I might eat some. I'll take it out like that. But yeah, that's where we're at. And even though I'm wearing gloves, I wash my hands because I think more people should wear gloves when they're cooking.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm not a huge fan. Like I like going to delis and stuff, but when I see nobody wearing gloves, I'm like, you know what? After COVID, I'm kind of a little squeamish.
No, I understand.
But if I go to a kitchen, like if I go to a restaurant, I can't see the chefs.
Well, I've had some chefs on my show.
Yeah.
Without the glove, but they were off camera. They were constantly washing their hands. So
Yeah.
if you see anybody on these prior episodes, like what I got, he's not wearing gloves, but off camera, they're constantly. We're cutting in.
When I was young, I used to work in restaurants, and I never saw anything bad. But yeah, personally, I love New York. I've left many times only to come back.
Okay.
So everything everybody hates about the city, I kind of love it because I know what it's like to live elsewhere.
Well, like for me, instance, I wanna go to Maryland. I want to stay there.
I've been there once.
New York is just overcrowded. I mean, I stay in New York because it pays well. But eventually, I want to kind of go to Maryland.
But you lived in New York your whole life, right?
I lived in Maryland.
Maryland for a while?
I went to school out there.
Oh, okay.
So I got a taste of that, and I like it. I really like it.
I got an ex-girlfriend from Maryland, and I've been there once or twice.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not talking Baltimore. I always say Baltimore is like that cousin you love so much, but your parents be like, stay away from.
Okay.
Because Baltimore, listen, people don't realize. People think because they're from Brooklyn or Bronx that we seen it all.
They're hard. Yeah.
No, Baltimore's a whole nother beast, man.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on other hoods and stuff like that. That's a whole nother beast.
I've heard stories.
I'm not even. I've had some personal stories.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm not even gonna get into it. But you gotta
be more
careful.
Yeah.
You don't. You 2 o'clock in the morning. You're on the wrong side of town. You better act like you know.
I lived in Rhode Island for a little while.
Okay.
And yeah, I feel you there.
Yeah, it's
I got myself into some predicaments in Rhode Island, thinking that, I come from Jersey, I come from the hoods, and man.
I think anywhere you go, you gotta respect hard hood.
Respect the locals.
Yeah, you got it. So the ground beef is looking good.
So now we just mix up these two, the ground pig and the ground cow.
Oh God. I like that.
Man, you gotta, we've taken the fun out of, we don't hunt our own food anymore, so
No.
we don't get to see it. So you notice I just used olive oil here because I don't plan on adding any more seasoning to it than what's over there.
Okay.
Remember, this is going in a sauce, and that sauce is going to marinate it.
Gotcha.
And
take it to the next level.
yeah, and this, like I said, this is going to be good tonight. It's going to be fantastic tomorrow, and even better the day after.
Yeah.
So for people that don't eat leftovers, you're missing out.
Yeah. And we was talking about that off camera a little bit.
Yeah.
But and so that's not a myth, because people will be like, oh, it tastes so much better the next day.
Yeah,
that's serious.
It's marinated, yeah. Like when you marinate something, you leave it in the fridge overnight, right?
Yeah, you're right.
And it soaks up the flavors of the marinade, and it's the same thing with anything, especially sauces.
Yeah.
Because they're just sitting there marinating, so of course it tastes better the next day.
I think everything tastes better the next day.
Yeah. I agree. Well, French fries, not French fries.
Well, let me say this. I had Mr. Chef Cheesy.
Okay.
Made sweet potato pie. I didn't eat it when I got home. I tried it on the show. It was delicious. But the next day, it seemed like it settled, and it was incredible. It was incredible.
I believe it.
So and when people say that it tastes better the next day, I thought that's like a mental thing. But it's really not. It really does.
Cooking is a science, man.
Yeah.
And like I was saying off camera, I've realized that cooking is the elimination of water. Mm-hmm. But you got to do it in a way where if you eliminate too much water, that's where your food goes dry and it doesn't taste right.
Yeah.
And if you leave too much water, it doesn't taste right because it's soaked and it's not done. Mm-hmm. So it's just the elimination of water. So now that we got the ground beef, it's still a little pink right there, but that's gonna cook in the sauce. So now, here we go. Now it's sauce time. So now we combine the base with the meat. And this isn't the only meat. Remember, I also put mussels in here. And that's a whole nother, I don't know what to call it. This is a whole nother
element.
Thank you for the words. I'm not good with words anymore. I used to be. It's a whole nother element so I'll tell you about that in a few. So right now we just mix up the meat with the base. And this, I could eat this like this with a bowl of rice, and it'd be great.
But we're not gonna stop here.
Yeah. So this is like a picadillo.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
It's a Cuban dish.
Okay.
With just meat and vegetables. They like to use all. I eat everything except olives and maybe capers. Like for some reason, but I like pickles, so I don't like pungent. And I'm sorry, I curse a lot.
Well, we're gonna mute all that out.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But this is going on cable.
Oh, is it?
Places, yeah. So
my bad.
It's all good. They won't hear what you're saying with the curse words. I don't say.
All right. So there we go. It's all mixed up. It smells great. And now to combine. What's better, Prego or Ragu? I don't know. I don't eat them separately. So my daughter says she likes old world style, so this is what we're doing today. Because I also have like roasted garlic, but there's enough garlic in there. So I asked my daughter what she likes. She said old world style, and that's nice. coming from an Italian. So I also don't like being wasteful, so I pour it out and then I leave it upside down and let gravity do its thing. And now we're gonna do Prego, roasted garlic and herb. A very garlicky dish. So there we are. So there's a lot of people who think this is sacrilegious using Prego or Ragu, but there's a reason it's been around so long.
Yeah.
People like it, you know. And
if we didn't, it wouldn't be. I mean,
exactly. You know.
The people have spoken.
Rayo's is good.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, like you got really good stuff, and you could all try this however the hell you want. But I like the stuff I grew up with, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, so we're doing the dough here. We're back. I'm stirring the sauce, and now I'm gonna add the secret ingredient, which ain't so secret, which is Italian seasoning, right? But I don't add a little bit. I don't even measure it. I add a lot. That's a pile of Italian seasoning. You want to take a look? So it seems like it's going to go too far, but sometimes I've seen it. This isn't even enough.
Really?
Really. This is...
Because you know sometimes, like, it's like salt. Once you add too much salt, the meal is done.
Not Italian seasoning. Okay. Italian seasoning is, for some reason, it's not overpowering. It's like, it's rosemary and thyme, but not with this sauce. I don't even know how much I put in. All I know is that...
I don't even know how much I put in.
I've probably put in, like, I'd say a fourth of this bottle right now. And I'll leave it at that for now. I might add some more tomorrow or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not like salt.
Smelling good.
Thank you. And so, like I said, don't be wasteful. Put in the rest of the Prego.
Now let me tell you what I used to do, and it. Oh man, I don't do this anymore. But I would take
water.
Water.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah, and if you do it on 2 bottles, oh man, your stuff is just crappy.
I don't do water. Like I said, cooking is a science experiment. So, like I said, it's the elimination of water.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna add more water.
Just to get the rest out the jar.
Yeah, I just flip it upside down.
Yeah, I learned the hard way when my sauce came out all watery and soupy like.
Nah, I probably learned the hard way too. I just don't remember. So.
See, that jar is empty, and you didn't have to turn it upside down.
Well, no,
you didn't have to add water to it. You
no,
turn it upside down, which is good.
Yeah, I just let gravity do its thing. And I'm starting to become an old man where I see a jar and I'm like, should I keep this one? Like, this is how much I order out. That's the Tupperware situation.
Oh, so you can get your own Tupperware.
That is all from ordering out the last 5 years, maybe.
You gotta look into that.
My daughter comes here and she goes, "Dad, your Tupperware situation is out of control."
We gotta get you right.
Yeah. You know what it is, man? I don't have anyone to cook for.
Okay.
So that's why I don't cook too often.
Yeah. You know, it's funny you say that.
I think that's the deal with a lot of single guys.
Well,
when you get a woman, you want to cook for her, you know?
Well, my kid was living with me. He wasn't in school. I cooked more often.
Okay, there you go.
Now it's like I never really cook. Unless I have a friend over or somebody wants my famous lobster crab cakes.
Yeah.
I hardly cook.
So we got to do a show on you. Did you do one in your lobster crab?
Yeah, I did the lobster crab cake.
Oh,
but this is the thing. I seen a recipe, and maybe I'm talking too much, but it's like an onion ring kind of crab cake. Oh man, I'm not gonna talk too much about it. We'll talk off camera.
Yeah, no, you gotta tell me. This sounds serious. This sounds intriguing.
It's serious. So.
All right, so check this out. So this is another thing that gives a lot of flavor. These are Sam's Choice Walmart mussels. Yes, there's people that are gonna laugh. I don't give a shit. We're in the hood, man. This is and I've been making them with these mussels ever since. I've never bought like really expensive mussels.
Yeah.
I've always used these pre-cooked mussels, and this works. It tastes great, and they're pre-cooked, so you don't gotta worry about all that water or the shell. Sometimes the shell will break in there, but I throw them in there with the shell. And you need to understand that that gives it some flavor. Some people don't like the shell.
Yeah.
I've done it with and without. You got to put the shell in there.
Is that like airtight? Like, did they do it like that? Yeah.
Yeah, this is vacuum sealed.
He's looking at me. I'm
Yeah,
saying you're using the wrong wording.
Yeah, so they cook them and they put them in there.
Nice.
And I don't throw all that water into the sauce, but whatever little water after I drain it goes in there, it goes in there. Okay. And it's you know, like I said, these are frozen. Knock on wood, I haven't had like, I'm not allergic to shellfish. I've never had
any allergies?
Any allergies or any like repercussions from eating the shells or putting it. You go to a lot of places they use the shells, and I realize now it's because it adds flavor.
So Alex, those are going in the sauce, straight in the sauce?
Just straight in the sauce. No nothing, no washing them or nothing. They're pre-cooked. Right. They're pre-cooked, so you're good to go. You don't got to worry. I mean, you might get a little piece of shell out or something like that, but you know. Those are going right in the sauce.
Sauce is bubbling up and everything.
Yeah, and now I am gonna grab a clean.
Okay, let me get out your way. I'm sorry.
A clean spoon, cause. And now we just push those guys down there. Let's push them to the bottom. Push them to the bottom. And those guys are gonna add to the flavor.
Their own flavor.
Yeah, and like I said, I make this hearty, so I add both bags.
Okay.
I'm not gonna use these for anything else. I don't know if I know how to make anything else with them.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna cut another one open. I do drain them.
Can we see how they look before? Yeah, they look. Oh yeah, those are like vacuum sealed.
Yeah, they're vacuum sealed. You can get them with garlic. They're great. I like them. I got nothing against pre-cooked. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are real uppity about stuff, and maybe they need to be because they have shellfish stuff going on, but. Like I said, these are pre-cooked, and what they do is just add to the flavor, and they taste really good.
Nice.
The meat will get inside them. You have to scoop the meat out, and yeah, man.
So we got
This is a brick of a meal. Like when you're done with this, you might want to take a nap.
I hear that.
Yeah, so. And get my scissors to cut the rest of the package open. And then drop them in there. Yeah, you'll be picking some shells out of your teeth.
Oh, that's all good.
You gotta be careful if you're wearing crowns.
That looks good.
It is. It's. You don't like it. So now, let me grab that. This guy. Bury
Sink him on the bottom.
Yeah, sink him on the bottom.
Now we've been breaking and cutting and what's the overall time for a meal like this? Like an hour?
Actually, probably closer to 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has that Italian Sunday sauce feel then?
Exactly. This is my ghetto version of Italian Sunday sauce.
And for people out there, we are cooking on a Sunday, so
it's Italian. Yeah, Italian Sunday sauce for. Call it the halfway sauce. I don't know what you want to call it, but. You know, you said something about divorced or single guys or whatever. This is what I've been doing, and this pot will feed me a few days. I'll probably still be eating this on Friday.
Okay.
But we'll be right back. This is gonna take a little while to simmer. I'm gonna make some noodles in the meantime. I like angel hair, and that's where we're gonna be having some Barilla angel hair. And if you don't know how to make pasta, you're screwed. That's the easiest thing that anybody can make. You need to go back to mom's house if you can't make noodles. I mean, this taught you how to make noodles, right? I still keep ramen on deck.
Really? I was in college.
I keep them on. They keep me humble. I eat them once in a while, and I just remember what it was like eating these off a box, Indian style. So yeah, you gotta have the ramen once in a while. You know, I've never made this with ramen. I might try this sometime.
Okay.
And we'll be right back. We're back and the sauce is simmering. It's almost done. I've actually taken it off the fire. You can see, ooh, there we go. Hot. And I actually do this to see if it works. But I only do it. Let's see. So they say grandmothers used to test. Ah, that's done too. They say grandmothers used to test the.
That's how it was.
That's how they say
today.
spaghetti sticks to the wall when it's ready.
I've heard that too.
So-
I thought that was a myth, but I didn't think they really.
No, it really
that stick.
it really works. It really works.
I'm gonna be at home doing that. For real.
I mean, you gotta clean it up, otherwise the roaches are gonna be.
Yeah, we don't need roaches.
You're gonna get roaches.
Roaches and kitchen don't go together.
No, man. I haven't lived anywhere with roaches in a long time, but I did. I have lived in some funky places. So we're gonna be eating soon,
Okay.
and not a minute too soon because I'm starving. Actually, tell you the truth, I'm not as hungry as I was when I started. Why is that? Why is it when you're cooking, you stop being hungry halfway through?
Now, for my sake, that happened because I'm always snacking. But you didn't even eat.
No, it's something about smelling it for. I think it has something to do with smelling it for a minute, like. But when you start cooking, you're really hungry, and then not so much. I have no idea. I'm gonna look into that. But if you want to check it out, the sauce is ready to stir, and yeah, I think we're ready to plate. This is Alex's famous mussels and meat sauce, and maybe I didn't invent it. Maybe somebody else makes it out there, but
my viewers can do this. I mean, you made it seem
yeah, it's an easy dish to make. It's time consuming.
impressive.
You know, and like if you really want to go the distance and make your own marinara, God bless you. I don't have that kind of
I hear you.
ambition. I'm ready to eat. All right, so we are about ready to plate now. Like I said, it's not a hard dish to make. All you need is a half an onion, red pepper, red bell pepper, or sweet pepper, how they call them, green pepper. Yeah, the garlic, put it in the oven, let it melt, add everything together in the pot, and that's pretty much it. It's been a pleasure cooking for you guys. Wish you could have some. Marcus is gonna taste it. He'll be the taste tester, and yeah, looks like I'll be eating pretty good for the next 3 or 4 days. You guys be easy.
Okay, guys, we're back at the end of the show. Best part of the show. Listen, we had a lot of fun. We actually did a little different this time. As you heard, I was communicating with Alex. We just decided to switch it up, so it probably won't be as many questions as I've asked so many questions already. But I will try to, just ask a few. But let me try to fool Alex. Let me have it, man.
There you go, my friend.
All right.
Hope you like it.
Let me see. It smells
Let's
good.
see how it did.
Oh, that is good. Whoa, that is good.
It's a little hot.
It's hot, but it's good. I can almost taste the clam flavor, a little bit of everything else.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. My brother,
That's what we were looking for. That's what we got. Steaming hot though.
Yeah.
Burning the hell out of myself.
Damn.
One thing is trying to get the mussels out of the clam. You just gotta use 2 hands sometimes.
Nah, I got it out. Look.
Yeah, sometimes they fall out, sometimes they don't.
They hot, but they falling out. They jumping out. Guys, I got questions. Let me just try this.
Yeah.
This is really good, y'all.
And you leave it in the fridge a couple days, it's even better.
Depends with this with the meat. All right, I got some questions. So let me ask you a question. I probably asked it already. What is one? I always ask people who come on the show. What is one of the meals that you would like to learn to make that is kind of challenging? Do you have any? Like one that maybe
Anything that my mother makes. Like
Okay.
I want her to teach me to make her dishes, her old country dishes before it's too late. I want to be able to keep the tradition alive.
Okay. No, that's
Considering my sisters don't know how to eat and they don't like any of the food anybody makes. What's up, Dom and Dre?
wow. Shout out.
Yeah. So since they're not taking on my mom's dishes, I'd like to take them on. Now, yet, like I said, you have to understand. Like, she comes from an old country where they didn't get rid of all the cow. You know, like there's a reason we eat pig feet and this and tongue and tripe and all that, and they're made in a delicatessen. So that's what I want to do is learn to cook my mom's dishes.
All right, I'm putting this down for a second. For all you people who say that. Okay. One thing, this was a great episode.
Thank you.
You made it happen. I asked you a lot of questions already. The spaghetti on the wall thing was amazing. I'm gonna have to try that. I think that was.
It works.
This meal is so balanced. When people think of meat and clams, they kind of like, oh, but yeah. But
you got beef,
got
pork,
in there.
pork, and clams.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the garlic did melt.
Garlic melted.
Yep.
Yeah. This meal was amazing. I'm going to eat some more. And like I said, the questions might not be as many as I usually ask because we was interacting. Me and Alex is cool, and so I wanted to make it feel like a bro feel. And I'm questioning him, and we're just talking and chatting it up. But listen, my brother, thank you for being on. I'm not gonna keep you, but thank you for being on.
Thank you, man.
Look,
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Listen, we're gonna get you back on one day.
All right.
All right.
We'll make something else.
All right. Listen, when she no longer wants to cook for you, Alex showed us in New Jersey what to do. I'm about to finish my food. People, have a good night. Have a good night, y'all.
Thank you, sir.
Boom. Excellent.